Hello dolls, welcome back to my channel. This is Ebony and Akita, aka the Dominican Princess. Today we will be discussing my ladies' guide to holiday etiquette. A bit of etiquette with Ebony. I think that sounds beautiful. I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you dolls because it is the holiday season, which equals holiday parties, corporate events. If you're a housewife just like me or a wife in general, you may be representing you, your husband, your family, or perhaps you are going to a different office event, you're representing yourself, or maybe you're even visiting the in-laws. Either way, it is a great time for us ladies to touch on etiquette, holiday etiquette. And I will be sharing with you dolls my top tips. These are based off of my past experiences and also within the golden handbook of etiquette for all of us feminine and elegant ladies. And a lot of these tips have truly helped me during my own personal experiences of attending events. And I already did touch on this topic, dolls, in one of my previous blog posts. Goodness, it was about 2 or 3 years ago, dolls. Oh my goodness, it was my third blog post, definitely my third one. So I will have it linked down below because I do mention more tips. Now, if you do want to see more on femininity, elegance, and homemaking, don't forget to subscribe to my blog and also subscribe to my channel because I would love to see you dolls back here again. Without further ado, let's chat, dolls. Now, my very first tip that I have for you dolls, rule number 1, and this is so important, simple but so important, and that is to show up on time. You don't ever want to be rude, disrespectful to the host, to the event, showing up way later. I mean, I get it, being fashionably late. You can still show up on time and still look very beautiful. That is one of the things that is often taken for granted, right? Even if it is at a friend's party, if you are even going to your aunt's party, if it's an office party, you don't really go, whether you want to go or not, it's so important for you to show up on time. Now, if it says it starts at 7 p.m., am I telling you to show up there exactly at 7 p.m.? I will say there is an unsaid time slot of appropriate time to really show up to an event, and that is within 10 minutes of the said time. You don't really want to show up way later. I know sometimes we can say, oh, I'll show up whenever everyone else gets there, or oh, I will show up at this time. That's what most people think, which ends up starting the party a little bit later because sometimes people really do not show up until 30 minutes after. They kind of want to go into the party once it's already been started. Understandable, but you want to be respectful to the host, and oftentimes that's what a lot of people do. I will say if you're going to be later than that, there's nothing wrong with giving a phone call. If you know for a fact you will be late, 30 minutes to an hour, go ahead and let the host know. I mean, it's just being courteous. You want to be respectful of them, their time, and their preparation. Next thing that I would like to give you dolls a tip on, if you are attending a more intimate party, you're attending a family event, you're attending a friend's event, it's very important that you do not show up empty-handed. Whenever a host greets a guest and they have a gift in their hand to either contribute to the party, to the event, or to the home of the host, it is something that is very appreciated. I mean, it really does touch a host's heart because it's you being courteous, it's you being caring, and it's you thinking ahead. And as feminine ladies, those are all characteristics that we are supposed to emulate. So even if it is Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, you're going to stop at different family members' home, always have something there to give the host. Now, am I saying that you have to buy your host a tie? You have to buy them a new pair of house slippers? No, I am not. Sometimes it's just picking up flowers, right? It could be a non-alcoholic beverage. It can be wine, whichever one is appropriate for the event. Even if you're on your way there and it slips your mind to actually bring something, stop at the store, grab something. Baking is such a great way to really contribute to the party. Now, I will say if you are trying out new recipes, this is not the time to. This is not the time to try out the new recipe with the 5-layer cake that you never tried before. I mean, look, if you want to prepare a couple weeks beforehand to make sure that it's the right recipe, then go ahead and do so. Now, I will say, I know some people, if they really do slip their minds and they forget and they want to pick up a dessert at a grocery store, I am not the biggest fan. I know, I'm sorry dolls, I don't do box cakes. I don't do pre-made desserts from the grocery store. But to me, the most genuine ones are the ones made at home. This is a secret. But something that I do is I keep a backup Christmas present within my car. Nothing is worse than showing up to a holiday event to where it just so happens to be a gift giving event that was not mentioned to you. So someone is giving you a gift and you have nothing. All you have is a pen and a pack of gum. That is the worst thing ever. One, double check with the host, double check with whoever has invited you, make sure that it's not one, but if it just so happens to be one, have a candle ready, boxed, package, tissue paper in your car, have it in the trunk, have it somewhere. It does not have to be a candle, but it is a crowd pleaser. Everyone can use a candle. Thank me later. Maybe one of the biggest ones: do not ruin an event, do not ruin a happy time by engaging yourself in conflict. Avoid topics that may provoke some very strong opinions, right? We all know, listen, do not talk about politics and religion during the holiday season. As you don't know, I am a Christian. I'm not ashamed of being a Christian whatsoever, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm not one, but I will say certain topics I do not engage in. If I hear someone speaking about something that can be slightly offensive, I know it's not my place to really engage within them, to kind of start an argument or to try to put them in their place. I am a lady. This is not my event. This is not my home. This is supposed to be a holiday event. If they want to make a fool out of themselves, if they want to engage in an argument, into a fight, that is their choice. They control their own actions. They control their tongue. They may not be able to tame it, but they do say whatever they want to say. So allow that to happen. Do not engage in that. Avoid it. You do not want to be the one who was at a holiday party and this happened. Your name should not come up in any holiday conflict, any holiday party. I am often named the tape, the glue, the person who brings everyone together in my family. And so if there is conflict between loved ones, friends, families, it's so easy for me to want to, like, okay, let's end it, let's separate. But at some times you have to realize, okay, is it my place to? Is it my place to really engage in this? Make sure that you have good judgment. Make sure that you are not going to be contributing to a disagreement, to any type of conflict. Maintain your femininity. Do not allow a beautiful event to turn into a sour evening. I do have a separate video on how to deal with conflict, how to deal with disagreements, and I do have another one on how to really just maintain your femininity during an argument, during conflict overall. So I will have it linked down below if you are interested in conquering that topic. And my very last tip for you dolls, this is one of my most favorite ones, and that is to write thank you notes. Write a thank you letter to the host, whether it is a family member, whether it may be an office party, whatever it may be. Write a thank you letter. Even if it's a friend of a friend's, write that to that friend. It shows appreciation, it shows gratitude, it shows that you truly do appreciate their efforts, and it's such a lovely thing for a host to receive. Now that is class, that is elegance, that is something that every feminine lady should make a habit of doing. It is that original type of true, genuine thank you that has really been lost today, especially in this modern world, to where everyone's super quick, super fast. I mean, to really sit down, write a thank you note and mail it to someone, or go ahead, drop it off to them. It is truly something that is so small that you can do that really just shines. It really helps the host feel so appreciated, and it is something that is classic, it is traditional, it is the quote-unquote old ways of doing things. But honestly, truthfully speaking, most of the time that is the best way to do things, and I personally love it. I mean, a text message is so quick. If you are not able to write a note, a phone call, just do something that really shows that appreciation. If you think about it, whenever someone is hosting an event, hosting a party, it takes them a while to plan out a menu. to clean their home, to set up seating. This is a great time to show them the appreciation, and I promise you that is something that not a lot of people will forget. Dolls, I wanted to thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let me know down below what is your favorite tip that I shared with you, dolls, and don't forget to read that blog post for more holiday etiquette tips. They're so important, and I hope that you put them to good use during this holiday season. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to me down below. I do post every week on femininity, elegance, and homemaking. I would love to see you dolls back here again, so don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to join the doll community on my blog. Comment down below what video I should film next, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, dolls.